I am here as promised to talk about what to do if you can't afford to pay your IRS and state tax debt. Now, the reason I include state tax debt in here is because most states also have the same provisions as the IRS has. They have a program similar to the IRS Fresh Start program that you can take advantage of. So when I take my clients through the IRS process, if they have state tax debt issues, I tackle the state tax debt as well. So, just a little bit about me. I am an enrolled agent and I'm licensed by the IRS, but I am not an IRS employee. I am a taxation expert and I represent people and businesses before the IRS. That means I can represent you if you have an audit, if you need your tax returns prepared, or if you need tax debt reduction services. Also, both of my businesses, Harris Tax Preparation Services and the Tax Resolution Experts, are Better Business Bureau accredited. So let's talk about the IRS Fresh Start initiative. It includes three different services that I offer. One is installment agreements, partial pay agreement, and offer in compromise. Installment agreements are a standard payment plan, and you're basically paying the entire debt over time. The IRS gives you up to 72 months to pay the entire debt that you owe. Most people can do this on their own. If you're below a certain amount that you owe the IRS, you can actually even set up an installment payment plan online. But you can also submit Form 9465 to the IRS as well. So, partial pay plan or PPIA, the partial pay installment plan is monthly payments, but you're only paying part of what you owe based on your ability to pay. Now, this is based on what the IRS thinks your ability to pay is, not what you think your ability to pay is. So the IRS is going to collect a lot of financial information from you. And this is the reason why I encourage people at this point to hire a professional, because you have to know what to tell the IRS and what not to tell the IRS in order to get your partial pay installment plan accepted. However, the partial pay installment plan is easier to be accepted than an offer in compromise. So an offer in compromise is settling your tax debt. So it's usually settling it for a percentage of what you owe. You have to demonstrate financial hardship. And again, you have to demonstrate financial hardship according to what the IRS thinks your financial hardship is, not according to what you think your financial hardship is. So again, I encourage people, especially with an offer in compromise, to hire a professional, because you don't want to give the IRS too much information and you don't want to give them not enough information as well. If you try to make it seem like you can't pay anything at all, as if your payment, the amount that you can pay on a monthly basis is zero, then the IRS is most likely not going to approve your offer in compromise, even though logically you think they would. But what they're going to end up doing is putting you in a currently not collectible status, which means they're just going to stop any collection activities for now until they see a W-2 or 1099 or any sort of income hit your IRS account, and then all of a sudden the IRS is just going to pop up again and start the collections again. So again, you have to be very careful. There's a very fine balance that you have to have in order to submit an offer in compromise and to get it accepted. Now, there's two ways to pay your offer in compromise once it does get accepted. One is a lump sum payment. Now, a lump sum payment has a different definition according to the IRS. A lump sum payment for an offer in compromise is 5 payments. The first payment goes with your offer, and the other 4 payments are paid in 4 subsequent months after your offer is accepted. Now, if you decide to pay in monthly payments, which is longer than the 5 monthly payments, the actual entire sum that you pay ends up being doubled. The reason why the IRS does this is because if they're going to give you an offer in compromise and let you settle the tax debt, they want all of their money up front right now. So they want to give you an incentive to pay in 5 installments rather than 12 or 24 installments. So let me give you an example. If you had an IRS debt of $50,000 and I did your offer in compromise and submitted it for $5,000, you would submit $1,000 along with your application, and then once it gets accepted, then you pay the rest off in the monthly amounts over the next 4 months. However, if you have that same $50,000 and it's set and you want to pay in 6 months or more, the amount automatically jumps up to $10,000 that you have to pay in 6 months or more. So it's in your best interest to go with the lump sum payment, and the IRS wants their money up front too. So it's sort of a win-win situation, of course, if that's something that you can do. Now, that is actually pretty doable because it takes the IRS on average 3 to 8 months to even accept an offer in compromise. So if you have that $1,000 upfront that you can send with your application, you'll have anywhere from 3 to 8 months in order to save up the next $4,000 in order to pay the rest in monthly payments after it's accepted. So that should give you plenty of time and plenty of motivation to settle your tax debt. And also, there's other payment options. You can actually pay via credit card as well, and then just pay your credit card off. And I don't know about you, but I would rather owe my credit card company than owe the IRS, right? So if you need help with your tax debt, you can call me at 301-388-8525, or you can email me at kenya@harristaxservice.com. Or you can just click the link above and schedule an appointment with me, and I'll give you a consultation and let you know which program I think that you would most likely qualify for. Of course, it's going to be based on just our brief 15 or 20-minute phone call, and give you the next steps that we need to take to get you on your way to settling your IRS or state tax debt. Again, any questions, just click the link above and schedule an appointment. Thanks for watching. Bye.